Yo guys, what is up? Rising Effects here, and I'm going to be going over my Fortnite settings in Season 4 of Chapter 2. Before we get into this video, make sure to like this video and let me know in the comments down below what settings do you guys play, and do you guys play on PS4, Xbox, PC or mobile? For my brightness settings, this is what I do. I keep on the typical 100% brightness. I actually add a use interface contrast because it brings the colors a bit more into it. 1.01 or 1.02, I'm going to keep on 1.02 actually, is literally perfect for me. But for colorblind mode, I have to have tried to note 10 because the other ones are just way too dark, and I just like the brightness and the lightness and the saturation of this brightness. Now moving on to the actual controller settings, because the other settings aren't really as important. My build mode sensitivity and my edit mode sensitivity is 1.8 and 1.9. For me, 1.8 has always been a perfect build sensitivity. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow, so I can be really precise in my building. With my editing, it kind of varies between 1.7 to 2, but 1.9 feels like the perfect speed without, you know, drifting all about the place. So for me, I'd have to say 1.9 is perfect. I know I made a video on this last season and it got like quite a good amount of views and support, so hopefully that this video also will do pretty good. And let's move on to the next thing. My look horizontal speed and vertical is both 45. I really do recommend that if you guys are playing on linear specifically, that you guys should definitely be using the same horizontal and vertical. If you guys are on an exponential, or you're using the legacy settings that you used to use, which I'll go over later in the video, then make sure to make it 5 difference between like this, or 5 difference between like this. And that's only because exponential is a little bit different, and you'll come to see why later in this video. I don't have any boosts on because for me boosts are very unnecessary. Like for me, I just feel like it almost makes no difference, and if anything it could affect your gameplay in a bad way. And on console especially, it will increase more input delay. So one thing for you guys to do is to have all of this at 0. When it comes to instant boost when building, I had this on for a long time, and basically it will ignore the boost ramp time when build mode. So it will boost like automatically while you're building, so I have to have this off. I don't know why I had this on for ages, and I've definitely noticed a difference. When it comes to my aim, it's 9%. So I've gone from 10-10, I've gone from 12-12, I've gone from 12-8, I've gone from 10 like 12 and stuff. But honestly for me, I'm gonna have to stick with 9-9. I have to stick with the same aim settings, and honestly if I were you, I really would not mess around with settings because that can mess a lot up. And with the boosts, obviously I keep these all 0, but for me guys, I have to play linear. I've had a lot of debate going on with linear or exponential. It's really difficult. It says here, defines how input from the controller's look stick is processed. Linear uses the raw stick input, exponential uses similar stick movement to have less of an effect, allowing more for more precision. Meaning that if you guys choose linear, you know, it's more kind of, you're not having to do as much movement and aiming, whereas if you choose exponential, that's just down to you. If you guys have really good control and you guys really know what you're doing, and you could call yourself a professional player, I would stay on control. If you're top tier, definitely play exponential because it requires you to be really good aiming and really good mechanics. And if you guys are really good at all of them, then I'll go for exponential. But for me, I have to stick with linear. So what I was saying earlier with the legacy thing is you can actually copy from legacy. This is what my legacy settings would be. I know it's crazy, but for me, I was never really that into to legacy, so this is an incredibly high sense, and so I'm gonna just put it back to normal for now. I personally just much prefer to keep it so I'm in control of it. With that sense, probably wouldn't be able to control what was going on, but we're gonna have to leave it for that. And obviously it's suggesting for me to use my ramp boost, but for me guys, I honestly do not like it, and this feels perfect for me. Now when it comes to my dead zones, it has to be 15-15, so you guys have to pick your dead zones depending on if your character moves. If your aim is to like go as low as you can, so if you guys are on, let's say the lowest 5-5 and you're not getting any drift, then stay to this. But if you're getting drift, keep going up by 2. If you're still getting drift, go up by 2 again, and then you need to go up by 2 on both of them, and then you keep doing it until you get no drift. And for me, 15 and 15 was it, which is quite a high dead zone. But honestly guys, you have to dedicate as much time into figuring out what dead zone is right for you. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Let's quickly look at today's item shop. We've got loads of Halloween stuff back, and also the triple threat stuff came back, which I have on my other account, and all the Halloween stuff came back. If you guys would like to buy anything here, then make sure to use my code in the item shop. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like this video, subscribe with all notifications turned on, and yeah, peace out guys.